That shit crack.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be doing my interpretation of Jupiter and Sagittarius. And this one's not going to be that long either because Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius and it's the ancient ruler of Pisces. And so it could be very repetitive in explaining what the difference is between them. They both mean the same thing. And so essentially, when you have Jupiter and Sagittarius, it's genuinely about sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, your experiences in a way to receive your blessings and abundance. And when you don't do that, or because you're so used to it coming so easily to you, it can retract sometimes and take away from your luck and abundance. And so if you are somebody who is a Jupiter and Sag person and you tend to experience bad luck more frequently than not, then that means you're not in your spiritual journey, you're not sharing what you know, and you have to do your work on that. That's the quickest, simplest explanation, but for the sake of conversation, Jupiter rules expansion, optimism, upbeat, friendly, luck, abundance, energy. It's knowledge, specifically higher knowledge and education like universities, wisdom. In a woman's chart, it's marriage and your in-laws. This is also long distance traveling. So anything outside of the country, which means borders, culture, foreigners, the paperwork that goes with foreigners, the experiences that go with being a foreigner, coming into a foreign country, and the entire travel industry, morals, ethics, beliefs, philosophy, religion, spirituality, broadcasting, publishing, public speaking, universal law, the truth, spiritual guidance, and the teachers in your life. And on the lower expression, it's overindulgence, excessive, and exaggeration. It's also the ruler of the ancient ruler of the 12th house, which is Pisces. And so these are addictions, lack of clarity and direction, mental health, mental prison, actual prison, your faith-based practices and the places that you go to practice your faiths, retreating, spiritual retreats, actual retreats, retreating. Oh, let's try that again. Retreats, actually retreating, like going inward, doing the work, anything behind closed doors in your private spaces or the things that you do before you go to bed. So this is somebody who might actually pray or have some kind of habit pattern that they do before they go to bed. Somebody who overindulges in binges and TVs and entertainment and things of that nature. Or your vices, health, hospitals, dreams, your actual dreams, like your dreams and goals, your dreams and your sleep dreams, deja vu, signs, symbols. Yeah. And Sagittarius is home here. So Jupiter is even more amplified than it is in any other sign. It's amplified in his beliefs, his higher learnings, philosophy, the teachers that he has, his gurus that he has, or becoming a teacher or a guru. So this is somebody who has spent years in school. So looking at other aspects and things like that will show you what you're going to school for. But these could be lawyers because you got to do like fucking 800 years. Over exaggerating, but you know what I'm talking about. This is somebody who's a lawyer, doctor, any field that requires you to be in school practically 500 years. It's so dramatic. But even your studies when it comes to being a guru in some kind of spiritual practice, a lot of the times, people might not see it because maybe there's no educational process to it or whatever. But, being a metaphysician and understanding universal law, you're studying those things forever, your whole life. That never stops. You never stop becoming a student, and you're always a teacher, right? And so it's things of that nature that could be played out in this person's life in some way, shape, or form. Um, your father's teachings, universal law, if I didn't say that, although I feel like I did. These people are extremely optimistic. I can become too optimistic and not take, and it prevents you from taking calculated risks, which could make you lose out on a lot of opportunities. But these people learn through hard work, dedication, and practice. These are your beliefs that you're going to teach to others. These people are also good publicists and advisors for sure, because this is like YouTube marketing, building websites, or webinars, people who do public speaking and uh, podcasts, YouTubers, and things of that nature. And so, in some way, shape, or form, they have the knowledge that comes with what it means to do those types of things as a marketer or an advisor. And so, these could be, people in those fields. These people receive um, abundance through seeking wisdom and sharing your wisdom, not teaching, not preaching. The more you travel and accept other cultures and points of views and loving beliefs, um, the more abundance you receive. So the more you're just tapped in completely to the entirety of what it means to be a Sagittarius or a Pisces, the more abundance you get. So meditating, praying, mantras, I mean, anything you can think of that has to do with spirituality and any kind of spiritual practice is something that speaks to your heart. Really get the true benefits of this, being doing those things. You can feel lucky in life and get used to getting what you want. That can make you become lazy and complacent and not put a lot of effort into things. I literally think I just said that. You grasp knowledge and information through asking real questions. These people ask the tough questions. What is God? Is God real? What is spirituality, and is it real? How do we know? Like, help me understand. Um, um, but they can be very spiritual people. You have a natural wisdom that you can teach, something that you've been through pretty much since birth that you couldn't escape, that consistently comes up in your life. That's your story. You share your story, you receive the accolades. The downside to this is these people can be very dogmatic and closed-minded, only believing their truth and that their truth is the only truth, blunt and have no filter. Um, Working on listening to others and again accepting others' beliefs and knowledge and their experience doesn't mean that you have to follow it or abide by it. Just listen and you could learn something from that. It could give, again, if you're a marketer, you want to listen to other people because then you know how to market to those people and then you can maneuver them into your belief in your way, right? Because as much as we may not want to believe it in general, Sagittarius is like somebody who can get people on their side to believe in their belief systems, and everybody has one and everybody does it, whether unconsciously or not, right? And it's how you look at it. You know, people are going to follow you because they are already on track with what you believe in, blah blah blah, and that could seem like they're very manipulative or they just want followers or things of that nature, but we are all doing that essentially because it's about connecting with people of like minds. And so the lower expression to that is being so dogmatic within that process is that you don't give somebody the chance to even, see if they like you, or you know what I mean? Your demeanor is so low that it's somebody's gonna be like, they are not even gonna be hearing what you're saying. They're gonna be like, oh well, okay, you can keep all of whatever you think you got, you know? And so there's that dichotomy going in here. These people are definitely big picture people and can overlook small details. And so, again, practice listening and not judging. Um, is a probably one of the hardest things that these people have to go through and experience just because, they do have a certain kind of knowledge and wisdom, and they could be right in being dogmatic to a specific person or what have you. But essentially, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, especially when you're talking about dealing with others. And so that's a talent and skill that these people might have to learn. So in the very early stages of your life, I can only imagine transit like this is just, you don't have no friends. Nobody likes you. It's hard to get along with others. It's hard to get people to listen to you until you go through enough experiences where you're like, you know what, I'm tired of being that person. And you learn and you do better, you get better, and that's your story. And you start to tell that and you share that and you market that and you get followers and you become a guru, and you know, you teach your wisdom, and the accolades and things just start rolling in. And another side to that is that maybe you never experienced those things and you don't even know that those things are happening to you because luck really is on your side. And it's like, it's not till you get to a point in your life where you realize, like, oh shit, I might not have a lot of friends or a lot of followers or whatever. Why is that? And it's like, then you got to stop and look back at your life and think about, like, where did you fall short on something, learn it, master it, wrap it up in some kind of marketing, and then you get to sell it and, present it as such to bring in more connections, opportunities, and things of that nature. And it's more fulfilling that way, because you could be bad all by, you could do well without anybody else, but you know, everybody is here to connect with others. And I think that's where the lessons and the wisdom starts to come in. So essentially, though, this is a pretty dope ass transit, to be quite frank. Much like Piscean energy, these are the spoiled brats in astrology. They don't really have to work hard where most people do in order to receive blessings and manifestations. And so it's harder for them to learn those specific lessons and what it means to connect with others. They could be seen as single children. They have that single children, uh, you know, theory going on there where they don't play well with others. But essentially, again, it's not so much about that, but more so about they came here blessed, and so they didn't have to work as hard as other people do. So it's just a process and a journey. But that is my interpretation of Jupiter and Sagittarius, people. As usual, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.